ELA Lesson 7, Thursday, March 26. Today's agenda, we're going to do our Do Now, a vocabulary review. You have a quiz on Friday, tomorrow. We're going to have our introduction to Unit 4 by using an essay of an example of our essay, which is our project, along with the rubric. And then you're going to do independent work on Google Docs. Our quote of the day is, no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. I know that these days are feeling longer. They're all running together. It's like a blur. Something that helped me is I have a little schedule for myself. So my alarm goes off and I get up, I do some stretches. I have a meeting with all the teachers, and I always have my coffee during that meeting. Then I have conferences with you guys. During those conferences, I will, in between two of them, I'll throw in a load of laundry, come back up, do another conference and have a snack or lunch. And then after a conference, I will take my dog Penelope for a quick little walk. Then I come here, I work on some lessons like these slideshows and record some videos. Then I do Pilates at the end of my workday. And then my husband and I pick a show for our kind of like chill in the evenings with some tea after dinner, and then I go to sleep. So I think it really helps to have an everyday schedule and then save something special for the weekends. So your do now today is about main idea. You're going to read the passage, select the main idea, and detail that supports the main idea. And then in the short answer, what is the author's main purpose? To inform us, to persuade us, to entertain us. Pause, jot it down in your journal, and then press play. Also pause here for vocabulary practice. This is the first quiz, week 1 vocab. You can also find the Quizlet to play the game. And now we have Unit 4. Once again, my favorite fictional teacher, Jessica Day. Super excited. This is what I look like at the computer, guys. So Unit 4 is all about breaking barriers. Our objective for today, by the end of today, I will be able to apply the rubric to a study on the exemplar essay and differentiate between informational text and literature text. This unit is all about informational text. That's text that is based in nonfiction, which is real, with the intention of informing the reader about a topic. Our topic to analyze informational text will be all about athletes. Specifically, we're going to read about athletes that made a difference in their sport, their country, and the world. In other words, athletes that are famous for breaking barriers. We will be reading informational pieces from an array of athletes that changed the country's mind. First, we will dive into shorter articles about sports, and then we will be reading Promises to Keep, a text written about Jackie Robinson by his daughter Sharon. You have this in your bag. Our end of the unit essay will be an informational essay about an athlete you believe has broken a barrier. It could be from any time period. And today I'm going to go over the rubric after you click here and read the essay with me. The following video in this slide, I'm going to go over the rubric step by step with each paragraph. So you're going to press that one next. We're going to go through the whole essay. And then you're going to go to your classwork section of your Google Classroom, identify and click the Lesson 7 independent work for today. Keep the essay open in a tab and answer the questions. They will be based off of this slideshow. A lot of you guys are getting better at watching the videos first. Then you click Turn In and attach the document. If you just click Turn In and don't fill this out, it's still blank and it would result in a 0. So in order to find this, remember you're going to go to classwork at the top, and you're going to identify lesson 7, March 26 independent work. These are questions from the essay. So if you are reading it, you'll be able to answer them. And then you're going to highlight pieces of the essay. So I want you guys to practice with evidence and explaining the evidence and transition words. So I want you to highlight the title of the article in blue, which I did here. I highlighted the evidence in red, and I highlighted the explain in green. The evidence was NFL owners had informally agreed to ban Black players. My explain says the word informally suggests this was not an official legal decision. So I give you background information, and then I explained that it was still a sign of racism. And then I linked it back to the obstacle. This is a huge obstacle because if there was a ban on African Americans, then Kenny Washington had no chance of playing in the NFL. Down here, you're going to highlight the title in blue, evidence in red, explanation in green, and underline any transition words. Finally, you're going to read this section, grade my style, grade the way in which I wrote this, 4, 3, 2, 1. I would give this essay a blank because blank. And then once the complete thing is finished, you're going to click turn in. How do I know I'm done? I've read Ms. Patrick's unit essay. I've watched all the videos of the lessons. I answered the Google Docs questions entitled Lesson 7 Independent Work, and I highlighted the different parts of Ms. Patrick asked in the independent work. Finally, I studied for my vocabulary, and I am ready for my quiz.